Hani. Thank you for having me today. I'm going to be interviewing you for our community assessment. So, tell me a little bit about living in Hana. What's daily life like for you?
Daily life in Hana is pretty slow. It's a really mellow town, so I am a stay-at-home mom, and for us it's nice that it's a small town that we can do things like walk around to the park and it's just a walk away. We do the beach a lot.
Which beach do you like?
We like Hana Bay. It's safest for the kids, so we're grateful for that. But other than that, it's literally like beach and backyard and down the street.
And so let me ask you, one of my classmates wants to know, where do you feel like Hana begins and where Hana ends? Because there's like Nahiku, but like, is there a street in your mind where like, oh cool, I'm in Hana now?
Yes.
Oh, what's the street?
There's a purple sign that we are like, when we see the purple sign, it's way past Nahiku. It's Hana. It's definitely Hana.
So as far as like what people do well, you're saying that the community works really well together.
Yeah, I feel like they do.
Yeah, because would you say that the community is involved when it comes to community development? You guys,
yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
In what ways?
Like they definitely speak up for what they want, what they don't want. Definitely.
It seems like would you say that they've like been heard?
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there really hasn't been the development here. The one thing that has been amazing in Hana is there's free preschool.
Free preschool.
Kamehameha preschool here in Hana is free.
Even if you're not Hawaiian, because you're Hawaiian.
Even.
How much Hawaiian are you?
Like 60-some.
60% Hawaiian.
Like 66%
So
or something.
I forget sometimes that I always think, well, if you know you have free preschool or housing, oh, it's because she's Hawaiian. But is that for everyone?
It's for everyone. And in Hana, actually, there are a lot of free like resources like that.
Really?
I feel like
what?
Like even the sports options, like for the little kids, which there aren't many, but they are free. Like everything for me, culturally speaking, I feel like Hana operates on a Hawaiian cultural mindset. It's very family oriented, you know, a very tight knit community, so they don't always let outsiders in very easily.
Thank you for having me today. I was like rolling up on your neighbors. Hey,
they are fabulous though. But then you get in and you realize, oh wow, it's pretty cool. We do like it. It's safe. I let my 5-year-old, go down the street with our neighbors.
What do you think about Hana when you think of things that it could be doing better?
As a mom, I know the first thing that I wished that Hana had was I wish that I would have been able to have a birthing center here.
Oh, birthing center.
I wish that I would have had that option because I was deathly afraid to be giving birth on that road. Like,
what happened?
It is 2 hours and it's gnarly.
How did you have to?
I had to move out. I had to leave my husband here for a week and a half.
Where'd you go?
Before my due date to my uncle's house. Like, thank God I have family.
So if you didn't have family, you'd have to rent a place.
I know people who have rented.
We can take a break too for her to eat
at Maui Beach.
Are there a lot of home births, do you think, out here?
No.
Really?
And most of the community doesn't even utilize this health center unless it's an emergency or just a cold or whatever. They take their regular care outside.
Do you think people on average are healthier here? That maybe they don't need to go? Really?
No. It actually makes me really sad that we have our own dialysis center here.
Oh, that's right.
That's how prevalent the need is for dialysis. So it's, I don't know. To me, I feel like preventative care and preventative health teaching, teaching that to the people is necessary. No, families do not they do not grow up and then go buy their own property here in Hana. They all live together. There aren't enough rentals for young families. And then they can't really afford to buy the land out here. It's that's why there's an affluent community because they can spend the $2 million on whatever 5,000 acres. So there's that piece.
So we talked a little bit about where you think the areas to improve are, and you mentioned a little bit about what's being done to improve education as far as the doctor situation or healthcare preventative. Is there any education on that front?
I've heard that there are, I feel like they're like weight loss, maybe like helping to do healthy lifestyle for weight loss. I feel like there was that, and I think it was more like you had to be either overweight, high blood pressure, like diabetes, something like that, and then they taught it to you.
So locals, you kind of said, want to keep it small.
Yes,
They
definitely.
don't want outsiders here. How do they react to people moving here?
I think it's kind of just like a roll your eyes, there's another one type person, type feeling. When it is more like developmental though, like Hana Farms. Okay, did you see that property? It's not very big. But because they're clearing land and they're like expanding, people are upset about that.
Really? Or if you were to build upon something in Hana, what would you build upon?
Okay, so interestingly, I have inserted myself a little bit into the community and been helping to build on the education.
Okay.
There's a really great desire for Hawaiian immersion, but it's just not happened. It's just very interesting to me because I think this touches on why I don't feel like food is an issue because they're such a sustainable people. And because of the close-knit families and community, like they've passed those things down through the generations where they are sustainable. Like they do know how to go and get their own food. So they got freezers full of meat for days. Where there's a piece where they enter into education though that is so disconnected from who they are as a people. Like culturally, I feel like it's a shock and it's discouraging, and the graduation rate is terrible.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. And their outlook on life is, I feel like, really dampered because they feel like they're less than and will never be. Like people who come in with money maybe need to just take a step back and think about like what that does for the community. And like, is there a benefit to the community? Because I feel like if you're not coming here with a heart to benefit the community, like it's not gonna fare well. It's a small community.
Thank you, Tehani, for your time. I really appreciate it. You're the best.
Thank you, darling. Mwah.